the puck dropped, and a star went crazy. Matthew Tkachuk forgot his team, and what happened next blew everyone away. These 10 selfish NHL moments are unreal, starting with a fight that shook hockey. February 2025, USA versus Canada, 4 nations face-off. Game starts, and bam! Tkachuk swings at Brandon Hagel, yelling, "Come on, buddy!" Gloves hit the ice, fans scream, but refs call a penalty. USA's stuck with one less player, and Canada scores, winning 4-2. Fans were mad, saying Tkachuk cared more about looking cool than helping his team. Was he pumping up his squad? Nope, he wanted to be the tough guy. You can see him grinning in the penalty box, not sorry at all. "That's my style," he said, shrugging. Fans went nuts online, calling it a selfish stunt. Hockey's about playing together, but Tkachuk chose his own spotlight. This fight was everywhere, making people talk like crazy. You feel that fire? That's hockey's wild side. Number 10's a shocker, but next, a star skips a pass for a risky move. Will it mess up big time? Tkachuk's fight was a mess, but this star's move stung his team worse. May 2023, Stanley Cup Playoff, Game 4, Toronto versus Florida. The Leafs trail 2-1, and Auston Matthews snags the puck. Mitch Marner's yelling, "Or pass it, buddy," but Matthews wants the big moment. "I got this," he hollers, racing past 3 Panthers alone. Big mistake. Swipe. Florida steals it and scores, winning 2-1. Fans went wild, shouting Matthews cared more about his own goals than the team. Was he leading? Nope, he chased the spotlight. You can see him hang his head as the crowd boos. "I messed up," he said after, looking bummed. Fans online called it a selfish flop, with thousands buzzing about it. Hockey's about helping each other, but Matthews went solo. This play had everyone talking, mad at his ego. You feel that hurt? That's what happens when a star forgets his pals. But next, a guy tries a fancy trick in a huge moment. Will it blow up in his face? Matthews' solo run was rough, but this star stunt broke his team's heart. February 2025, Colorado versus Edmonton, overtime battle. Nathan MacKinnon grabs the puck, and Cale Maker's screaming, "Yo, Nate, over here!" But MacKinnon's got other plans. "Check me out," he yells, spinning a fancy move at the blue line. Big oops, slip. Edmonton snags it, and Connor McDavid zips in, scoring to win 3-2. Fans were furious, saying Nate put his highlight reel over the team. Was he trying to spark a play? Nope, he wanted to be the hero. You can see him shake his head as the crowd groans. "I thought it'd work," he said, bummed out. Fans online went bananas, calling it a selfish goof-up, with thousands chatting about it. Hockey's about team moves, but Nate went all in on himself. This moment had everyone buzzing, mad at his show-off vibe. You feel that sting? That's what happens when a star forgets his buddies. But next, a tough guy's hit starts a mess. Will it cost his team big? MacKinnon's fancy move tanked, but this guy's rough play crushed his team. May 2021, Washington versus New York Rangers. Tom Wilson's fired up, spotting Pavel Buchnevich. "I'm the boss," he shouts, slamming Buchnevich face first into the ice, then tossing Artemi Panarin down, hurting the Rangers star. Fans gasp, refs whistle, and Wilson's hit with a fine. Washington gives up a power play goal, losing 4-2. Fans screamed Wilson cared more about his tough guy image than his team. Was he protecting his squad? Nope, he went for glory. You can see him smirking as he skates off. "I play hard," he said, no apologies. Fans online lost it, with thousands calling it a selfish stunt. Hockey's about team grit, but Wilson picked his own fame. This hit was all over the internet, with people yelling for a suspension. You feel that chaos? That's hockey's wild edge. But next, a chirpy starred big mouth gets him in trouble. Will his team pay the price? Wilson's hit was wild, but this star's trash talk cost his team big. April 2024, Stanley Cup Playoff, Boston versus Toronto. Brad Marchand scores a goal and skates by Toronto's bench, shouting, "You guys are toast!" Fans cheer, but refs hear him and whistle, call a penalty. Toronto gets a power play, scores, and wins 4-3. Fans were ticked, saying Marchand's ego messed things up. Was he firing up his team? Nope, he just loved chirping. You can see him shrugging in the penalty box. "I got carried away," he said, grinning. Fans online went nuts, with thousands calling it a selfish move. Hockey's about staying cool, but Marchand's mouth ran wild. This moment had everyone talking, mad at his show-off attitude. You feel that burn? That's what happens when a star picks drama over his team. But next, a goalie tries a risky play for glory. Will it flop and hurt his squad? Marchand's big mouth hurt his team, but this goalie's wild move was a total flop. March 2022, Tampa Bay versus New York Rangers. Vasilevskiy is in net when a loose puck comes his way. Instead Instead of a safe clear, he shouts, "I'll start the play," and fires a long pass up the ice. Bad call. Whoops! The Rangers grab it and score, winning 2-1. Fans were upset, saying Vasilevskiy cared more about a fancy assist than his team. Was he helping the breakout? Nope, he wanted to shine. You can see him slump in the net, head down. "I tried something," he said, sounding bummed. Fans online flipped out, with thousands calling it a selfish goof. Hockey's about playing it safe, but Vazzy went for glory. This moment got people talking, mad at his risky choice. You feel that ouch? That's what happens when a goalie forgets his job. Number 10's wild, but next, a star ignores his captain for a shot. Will it tank his team's chances? Vasilevskiy's pass was a bust, but this star's greedy shot sank his team. January 2023, Pittsburgh versus Boston, power play time. Evgeni Malkin's got the puck, and Sidney Crosby's hollering, "Gino, I'm open," but Malkin's got his eyes on the net. "I'll do it," he yells, blasting a weak shot from far out. It flops. Zing! Boston grabs it and scores shorthanded, winning 3-2. Fans were steamed, saying Malkin cared more about his stats than the team. Was he leading the charge? Nope, he wanted the goal for himself. You can see Crosby shake his head as fans boo. "I got too excited," Malkin said, looking down. Fans online went wild, with thousands calling it a selfish slip-up. Hockey's about sharing the puck, but Gino went lone wolf. This moment had everyone buzzing, mad at his me-first move. You feel that groan? That's what happens when a star ignores his captain. Number 10's a banger, but next, a guy's fancy trick flops in a big moment. Will it hurt his team badly? Malkin's shot was a flop, but this star's show-off move crushed his team. November the 2023, Vegas versus Seattle, overtime nail-biter. Jack Eichel snags the puck, and Mark Stone's shouting, "Jack, pass it!" But Eichel's feeling fancy. "I'm the man," he yells, trying a tricky between-the-legs move. Big mistake. Whoosh! Seattle steals it, races back, and scores, winning 3-2. Fans were fuming, saying Eichel cared more about looking cool than winning. Was he sparking a play? Nope, he wanted the highlight reel. You can see him wince as fans groan loud. "I thought I could score," he said, head low. Fans online blew up, with thousands calling it a selfish blunder. Hockey's about team plays, but Eichel went solo. This moment had everyone talking, mad at his ego trip. You feel that pain? That's what happens when a star picks flair over his buddies. Number 10's a wild one, but next, a guy goes alone on a breakaway. Will it sink his team's hopes? Eichel's fancy trick bombed, but this star's solo run hurt his team badly. April 2022, Stanley Cup playoffs, Boston versus Carolina. David Pasternak's on a breakaway, and Charlie McAvoy's yelling, "Pasta, I'm with ya," but Pasternak's got stars in his eyes. "I'll score," he shouts, going alone instead of passing. Big oops. Carolina steals it, races back, and scores, winning 5-2. Fans were mad, saying Pasta put his name over the team. Was he chasing a win? Nope, he wanted the big goal. You can see him slump as fans boo. "I went for it," he said, shrugging it off. Fans online lost it, with thousands calling it a selfish mess-up. Hockey's about teaming up, but Pasta picked his own shine. This play had everyone buzzing, upset at his ego move. You feel that letdown? That's what happens when a star forgets his pals. Number 10's the wildest yet. But next, a tough guy's dirty hit starts trouble. Will it wreck his team's game? Pasternak's solo flop was bad, but this guy's mean hit screwed his team. March 2024, Edmonton versus Dallas, tight game. Corey Perry's out for trouble, eyeing Tyler Seguin. "You're mine!" he barks, elbowing Seguin hard, sparking a huge scrum. Refs blow the whistle, and Perry's hit with a penalty. Dallas scores on the power play, winning 4-3. Fans were pissed, saying Perry cared more about his tough guy rep than his team. Was he standing up? Nope, he just wanted to start a fight. You can see him smirking as he heads to the box. "I play rough," he said, not caring. Fans online went crazy, with thousands calling it a selfish stunt. Hockey's about team heart, but Perry picked his own drama. This hit was all over the internet, with fans yelling for justice. You feel that heat? That's hockey's wild side when a star goes rogue. That's our top 10. But next, we wrap it up with a bang. Stick around for the big finish. Perry's hit was wild, but these 10 moments show hockey's crazy side. From Tkachuk's fists to Perry's elbow, stars went rogue for glory. Matthews ignored his buddy, MacKinnon got flashy, Pastrnak went solo. Each selfish move had us hooked. That's hockey magic when egos take over. Now it's your turn. What's the most selfish NHL moment you've seen? Tell us below. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more hockey chaos. Thanks for watching. Let's keep the hockey love alive.